Hey everybody, it's Bill Argent here at the Conscious Farrier. I hope you're all enjoying this better winter weather we're having, or spring-like weather we're having in the winter. It sure makes life a lot more enjoyable. We're starting to get a little more daylight, and it sure makes it a lot easier to try and get some horses' feet done when the weather's like this for sure. So I just wanted to jump on today and talk a little bit about winter hoof maintenance. There's a lot of different ways to look at it, but the one thing that I do know for sure here in Alberta, horses' feet definitely grow slower in the wintertime. So we can go longer intervals between our trim jobs or our resets or whatever we've got, on for a program in the wintertime. We can definitely lengthen that out for sure. If your horses are barefoot and out pawing in the pasture, they're going to paw them feet off and wear them off naturally quite a bit. So then might even be able to go a little bit longer between your trim jobs. And if you're like me, the last few years I haven't been doing a lot of winter riding, so then I don't have shoes on, and I can definitely get into that 10, 12 weeks in between trim jobs for these horses. I always joke that horses' feet are like the grass. If the grass isn't growing, their feet aren't growing, which isn't completely true, but because their feet do grow in the wintertime, they just grow a lot slower. I know a lot of people try to get through the whole winter without doing any maintenance, which is if that works for you, that's fine. It makes a farrier's job a lot tougher in the spring. When them feet are longer, it's harder work, and it's harder to get good balance. And if you're wanting shoes on again right away, well, them feet might be broken off, or the balance isn't good, so it's hard to get a nice job and make it look good. So I try to recommend to my customers at least one winter trim job, maybe two, depending on your program and when you're going to start riding, because it sure does keep them feet in a lot better shape, and it makes it a lot easier if and when we do go to put shoes on, and you're going to be a lot happier with the way your horse's feet look, that's for sure. The nice thing with them growing slower in the wintertime, if we got you scheduled in and the weather does turn nasty, if we have to wait a couple of weeks before we get to them trims, it's usually not the end of the world. They're not. We had them booked in on a regular schedule anyways, and a couple of weeks over isn't probably going to be the end of the world, and we can get them caught up once the weather's good, like it is now. So there's my 2 cents worth on winter maintenance for these horses in Alberta. So that's all for today for the Conscious Farrier, where our motto is to try and be better today than we were yesterday. Not better yesterday than we were today. Definitely better today than we were yesterday. So that's all. See everybody later.